Wow, how long has it been since I streamed Dark Souls 1? Like, a week now? Whatever. Yeah! I am back with more Dark Souls, and... Come on. Yeah! Come on! You see, the dogs are the only real problem, I guess, with the Capra Demon fight. If you can kill the dogs, they're actually not that... The Capra Demon is actually not that bad. If you can kill the dogs. Of course. Now, if I could get this fight under control, that would be very nice. Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of damage. Woo! Okay. Yeah, like I said, if you can kill the dogs, the Camper Demon honestly isn't that bad. And for a second, I thought those dogs were coming back to kill me. Good. I at least killed it. Okay, him, it's... I don't know. Now that we killed him, we can now get the key to the depths, which... Okay, yes, I do have 2 humanity, which means I can boost the bonfire soon into the... whatchamacallit, into the freaking, depths. So that will help me out greatly, thankfully. Yeah, I realized that I was rather negative when I recorded the finale of the main game of Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. But you have to realize that despite the fact that Dark Souls 2 had my first finale to any Souls game, to me, Dark Souls 2 has the worst end game of all 5? Yeah, all 5 games. Only rivaled by, at least to me, Dark Souls 1. And even then, the shittiness of the endgame of Dark Souls 1 really mainly is with the crap that is the 4 Kings boss fights, and even then, you can pretty much fight them whenever you want. It's not like you have to kill them right before Gwyn. It's just that I personally like killing them before I kill Gwyn, because, well, yeah. Okay. Now, if I could parry this guy, that'd be nice. And I failed miserably on that. Come on! I just cannot catch a break, can I? Okay, then. Now, I believe there is a drop-down point I want. Not here. That's not a drop-down point at all. Yeah, it's right down there, but I forget how you're supposed to get down there. Whatever. Let's find out. And I know that there's an enemy here. Where is it? I know there's an enemy here. Don't go and prove me wrong, game. Okay. But yeah, you're meant to do this area right before... What? No! No! God damn! Jesus! Bam! Good! Thank you! I don't know why I struggled to kill that son of a bitch so bad. I don't know. I mean, those enemies are usually not that hard for me. So...
Thank you. I would have been a sucker without you. Been eaten alive. I shudder to think. Thank you. Thank you dearly. I am Laurentius. Or the Great Swamp. I will not forget my debt to you. Oh, hello there. I'm fine, thanks to you.
come on.
Oh, hello.
Okay then, yeah, he sells you pyromancies once you get him back to Firelink Shrine, which I believe just him saying, what should I call it? Freaking, oh, hello there, I'm fine, thanks to you, was what triggers him to go to Firelink Shrine? I forget, oh well, whatever, yeah. So, if you want to be a full-fledged pyromancer, yeah, you go to him for that. And the funny thing is, this item up here, I actually, on my last playthrough Dark Souls 1, I actually did not do the depths and the Capra Demon until after Anor Londo, and therefore I completely destroyed the Capra Demon. However, thanks to that, I also didn't get the upgrade material I need from the depths. And therefore, I was pretty underpowered for an Orlando because, again, didn't have the freaking, didn't have the materials I needed. And this should have it, the large ember? Yep. Now, I need to get to a bonfire and fast. Okay, that explains it. Okay. I'm stupid. But yeah, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this area. I mean, the thing is, if I can get through the, whatchamacallit, freaking, why am I blanking on it? If I can get through the depths with 1 or 2 deaths, then I actually don't mind it that much. In fact, I actually like this area. However, as we'll soon see, there's a bit of a problem. And there should be a slime thing. Yep. And that's the basilisk enemies that pop up in this area. They can curse you and therefore cut your HP in half. Actually, did I grab a purging stone? Please tell me I did, and no, I didn't. Of course I didn't. God damn it, I'm so used to... Wow. Thanks, game. As I was going to say, I'm so used to Salt and Sanctuary, where we use R2 to roll instead of attack, that kind of screwed me up. Okay, speaking of which, I actually finally finished Salt and Sanctuary today. Yeah, that was actually quite a fun game. I actually... No! God, freaking... Gotta get rid of my muscle memory of Salt and Sanctuary. Again, you use square to attack in Salt and Sanctuary, and R2 to roll, and R1 to use your items. So... yeah, this is gonna take some getting used to again. I've been pretty much marathoning Salt and Sanctuary for the past, like, 3 days. I think it took me, like, 20 total hours to finish Salt and Sanctuary. But yeah, I really liked it. If you're a fan of the Souls-like genre, or just... yeah, if you're a fan of Souls-like games in general, I highly recommend Salt and Sanctuary. It does have a few problems, but it really didn't bother me all that much, despite the problems it does have. I mean, for me personally, I feel like that even though there are some truly great bosses in Salt and Sanctuary, my personal favorite being the Witch of the Lake, for the most part, I felt as though Salt and Sanctuary didn't really have that many great bosses. I mean, boy, how do I put it? I mean, the bosses that were good that it actually had were actually pretty damn good, but it had a lot of duds. and the star that really suck. Yeah, I'm not gonna put it kindly. The bosses in Salt and Sanctuary that aren't good really suck. I think that's pretty much the main drawback of Salt and Sanctuary, and that's the mostly lackluster bosses. Once again, there are obviously some exceptions. For example, for me anyway, I thought that the Witch of the Lake was the best boss in Salt and Sanctuary. Now, granted, that's not really saying a whole lot considering the lackluster boss roster overall, but I can't ignore just how much I thoroughly enjoyed the game as a whole, despite the lackluster bosses for the most part. So yes, I very much recommend it. And I just... Why did I just do that? Now that I've gotten my official, I don't know, freaking backlog, like, basically restarted, I plan to now move on to, I plan to now start on Valkyria Chronicles. I do need to finish that because, like I said, I did actually quite enjoy it from what I played of it, but Chapter 7, I believe it was, in particular, just turned me off of it. I just thought that the jump in difficulty in Chapter 7 was a little ridiculous. No, scratch that. Not a little ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Anyone who's played the game can tell you that, yeah, the jump in difficulty is a bit bullshit. And that's what kind of turned me off temporarily in the first place. Once again, that jump in difficulty. I mean, up to that point, Valkyria Chronicles wasn't exactly hard, but it wasn't exactly easy either, so the fact that it just suddenly jumped to really difficult all of a sudden kind of jarred me, maybe that's just me. But yes, I know I labeled this on my channel as cancelled until further notice, but honestly, I'm just gonna relabel it as cancelled. I will not be continuing the God of War streams. As I explained in one of my Dark Souls 2 streams, it is not because I wasn't enjoying myself. I was enjoying myself. But, again, as I said in that stream, I don't think I could keep on making up meaningful commentary. I would just be saying some of the same shit over and over. That's just would not equal very good viewing. And I don't want to deliver a lackluster video when I could do better, even if it comes at the expense of my enjoyment. Now, not to say I won't finish God of War 4. I do plan to finish it. It's just that I won't be continuing my streams of it on YouTube as much as I would want to. But once again, I just don't think I could come up with meaningful commentary for it, and therefore I will not be continuing it. On another note, and actually a much more positive note, actually, I am actually quite glad how my playthrough of Scholar turned out, because in that stream I actually managed to get through the Shrine of Amana in one go, which that made me very proud, because again, I usually spend hours in the Shrine of Amana because, well, it's not a very good area. In fact, like I said in my stream, it sucks. I'm not even gonna try to sugarcoat it. The Shrine of a Monarch sucks. I mean, I don't know, maybe there are some people out there that like it, in which case, what's wrong with you? But, yeah, that's... The Iron Keep, I was also very pleased that I got through it with such relatively little trouble. I mean, I had problems with the Iron Keep in the second half, but to be honest with you, that was expected considering how easily I made it through the first half. Usually it's the other way around. I usually have a really hard time with the first half and not so much of a hard time with the second half. And come on. Okay, now I should be able to open. Yep, master key. Okay, this is why I wanted to freaking. Yeah, this helps. Okay, let's reverse hollowing and kindle the bonfire. The thing is, I like the kindling system because, unlike in, say, I don't know, Dark Souls 2 or especially Dark Souls 3, you pretty much have to pick and choose how much Estus you have for each area, and then that comes at the cost of humanity, which, again, I really like that, personally. Granted, that does kind of, it's just, as I've stated many times, there are a lot of things about Dark Souls 1 I like, and there are a lot of things about it that I really don't like. But that's going to be a rant saved for another day. Actually, on this topic, honestly, I'm probably going to do a whatever number things I love or hate about Salt and Sanctuary. It's a future point. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I just know that I'm going to do it eventually. So you can look forward to that. I'm going to be doing that because even though I do have some gripes with it, I did very much enjoy it, as I've already stated. I really enjoyed it personally. Honestly, I'm probably going to release the whatever number of things I love or hate about Salt Sanctuary video before I finish Dark Souls Remastered. I'm not entirely sure on that. I haven't decided yet, but it is going to be at some point in the near future, because now that I finished the main game of Scholar, and I did promise at the end of that playthrough that I would not do the DLC until I finished Dark Souls Remastered, that will allow me to put my full streaming schedule towards finishing Dark Souls Remastered. Which, yeah, I actually really am going to look forward to this, because the thing is, a lot of people have questioned whether or not I've actually played Dark Souls 1, which, honestly, I don't even understand why people question that. Maybe it's because it's so unbelievable to them that someone could dislike Dark Souls 1. I don't know. But, yeah. That's, honestly, I've also considered releasing a review of Dark Souls 1 for my channel, but that's probably going to wait until I finish Dark Souls Remastered, so that I can show people undebatably that I have played Dark Souls 1, instead of it just being out in the open for like, hey, have you actually played it? And then I just stand there blankly. It's like, yeah, I have, but I can't prove it. I mean, just me knowing about the game, that's not enough to prove that I've played it. If you do enough research, anyone can say they know everything about a given game. So saying that you know a lot about Dark Souls 1 by itself is not enough to say that you've played it. And as for personal stories, once again, you can literally just borrow that from other people and pass them off as your own. Granted, that would be plagiarizing, but it's still an option. So there's no real way to confirm that you've actually played a game unless you have, like, video footage, for example, like with what I'm doing. And actually, do I actually... Pretty sure there's a drop there. Yes, there is. I do not want to go there yet. You know, the funny thing is, despite this being my 6th playthrough, I want to say, of Dark Souls 1, I actually still don't remember what the hell the route through here is. Soul of a Nameless Soldier. Oh god, no. No, I'm just gonna drop through here. Oh, hello, basilisks! Totally not my worst enemy. Fuck! See, this is exactly what I meant. Honestly, you know what? Screw it. I'm going through the rest of the depths with Cursed. Sorry. It's gonna be a hell of a lot harder, but I really don't care at this point. And actually, wait a minute. Didn't I need a key for this door down here? I forgot. Nope, there's not over from this side. Okay, come on. Hey, at least I got a solid hit on the rat. That's good, I guess. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot trickier now that I have only half of my HP. But, yeah, honestly, I don't care. I'd rather go through this area with only half of my HP than try to go all the way back to where the guy that sells the purging stones are, and then trying to get them uncursed that way. I don't like that method personally, and I think I really should have freaking went ahead and bought purging stones when I was there. Don't know why I didn't. Come on. Yeah, now that I only have half of my health, it kind of complicates things. I personally have no doubt in my mind that I'll be able to do it, but you never know what happens with, especially with my luck. My luck seems to hate me no matter what game I'm playing. Wait a minute, I really should freaking... Yeah, I'm just gonna... Ooh, this... I hate these things. Okay. Whew. You know, no matter how many times I play through these games, I always hate the basilisk enemies. Oh, come on. I said I'm doing this, and, well, I am, so nothing's stopping me. Once again, just like... Yeah, I really don't like this! Like, if I made a list of my most annoying Soulsborne enemies, basilisks... Oh boy, where would they be on that list? Honestly, I don't even know where they'd be. Come on. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, hey, they all died in one hit. Okay. Okay, to be fair, I already knew that they were gonna die in one hit, but whatever. Close enough. I like the fact that I killed 2 of them in one hit. That really saves me time, and I should go do this. Good. Alright, let's heal up. Actually? Okay, good. Wait a minute. Ah! Frick it! Bam. Good. So, I'm trying to remember the route through this freaking place. I mean, I can kill the gaping dragon with relatively little trouble. It's just getting to the gaping dragon that usually gives me trouble. And even then, I usually are able to get through this area with relatively little trouble. Of course, I say that, but, well, it's giving me hell now. Of course, there was nothing I could really do about that because, you know, I got fucking cursed. Wait a minute. Okay, let's us go down here. But where is... Okay. I at least killed the basilisk. I needed that the most. You know, it's kind of strange coming from Salt and Sanctuary, where if I were killed by an enemy, my Salt would be... Where if I was killed by an enemy, my Salt would always be carried by an enemy, not just around someplace. Not just laying around someplace. No, my Salt would always be carried by some enemy, and if I wasn't killed by an enemy, like, for example, I died from, I don't know, fall damage or something, then the game would make up an enemy for me. I personally really like that about it, but that's kind of spoiling the X things I love or hate thing about Song Sanctuary, but whatever. Yeah, let's just say that's one thing I like about it, the fact that in some way, shape, or another, excuse me, when you die, your Salt is always with another enemy, no matter what. In some way, shape, or form. I don't know how many other people also liked that, but I personally really liked that, and I really wished that... honestly, I wish that more games would do something like that. Granted, that would only be really applicable to something like Souls-like, for example, but with games that have this sort of, like, formula, I guess you could call it. I really wish that more games would do something like Salt and Sanctuary did. Granted, you could argue that that's lazy design because another game has already done it, but I personally don't agree, personally. No, no, do not curse me, you son of a... Thank you. Whew. Good, at least he didn't curse me. No. No. Okay, good. I was afraid that they were gonna kill me for a second. I mean, I wouldn't mind the cursing mechanic if it didn't kill you instantly as soon as the bar filled up. If it weren't for that, I actually wouldn't mind that mechanic. But again, with the fact that it kills you instantly as soon as the bar fills up, I can't say I'm a fan of it. Personally, I can't say I'm a fan of it. Granted, I'm pretty sure there are people out there that do like it, in which case you're a masochist. But, yeah, that's... no, just... yeah. And... come on. Seriously, where's the exit to this thing? This is really starting to get on my nerves. Of course, I advertise myself like I'm a patience person, and yet I'm losing my patience at something like this, which... yeah, great job, Evan, showcasing your patience. Okay. No! Frick! Well, the good news is I think I've killed all of the basilisks. So at least now I no longer have to worry about them. But the only problem is now I have to figure out a way out of this fricking place. Or better yet, just find a way to the boss. But the problem with that is I barely remember what the hell the route is. Seriously, what is the route? Seriously, what the actual... I've already confirmed that those two are basically dead ends. And there's nothing for me over here. Gotta think. Is this the way? I actually don't remember. Oh! No! No, 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 no! Okay. Well, I found my way. I was actually afraid for a moment there, because I did not know whether or not I was going to be able to live that, because I know that these rats kill me, what, 2 hits? While I'm cursed? I think it's 2 hits? I actually don't remember. Okay. Now I'm pretty sure I'm now in the... yep. Yeah, I'm going the right way, which is good. I'm finally on track, and I believe this is not where I want to go. But let's see what's up here anyway. Okay, now I have a shortcut back to the bonfire. Okay. So that's the good news. I finally have a shortcut back to the bonfire, which will really help in case I die to the boss, which honestly, considering the fact that I have only half of my maximum HP, that's more than likely. But I do want to use up my souls, just so that I can level up. Might as well. Okay. Alright. Nope, that's only 2 level ups. You're kidding me, I need less than 100 souls to... Okay. Thank you. At least I think it was somewhere around less than 100 souls. Come on! Frick it! Am I seriously gonna have to friggin... Now you're just being petty. Come on. Okay. Wow, I just realized just how freaking... Yeah, I'm just gonna... Okay, so at least I increased my vitality by 2? Come on. Oh, hey, you can actually parry these tower torch guys. Okay. I did not know you could parry those, but hey, it works. Hey, if it works, don't question it. Okay. So I believe that should... I'm trying to... No, this is what I'm looking for. I think that's the entrance to Blighttown. I know that, but I'm trying to remember where the hell this is. Okay, never mind. This was where I'm supposed to go. Okay, this should be fun. And by fun, I mean absolute torture, because again, yeah, this. Honestly, I actually do like this boss a little bit, but this is going to be a pain in the ass, considering the fact that I only have 50% of my maximum HP. Okay, Gaping Dragon. This is going to be a weird experience for me because, as I mentioned before, on my last playthrough of Dark Souls 1, I actually fought this thing and the Capra Demon after Anor Londo, which is a lot later than you're meant to. Because, again, you're meant to do these two bosses right after you do the Battle Gargoyles. Okay, I was worried I was gonna have... Come on! I am playing a bit passively here because I don't want to run the risk of dying! Like, that is something I really don't want to do. I mean, granted, sometimes it can't be helped, but... No. I mean, the good news is, with my health cut in half, my Estus heals me to full with just one flask, but that really doesn't... Yeah, the fact that she nearly one-shots me, that's kind of... Alright, come on, you stupid frickin'... Why did I not go in part 1 and buy freaking whatchamacallit? Why did I not buy freaking purging stones? That would have made my life a hell of a lot easier. Like, if I actually had my full HP, I would not have to be doing this fight so, excuse me, passively, but, well, she nearly one-shots me with even her most basic moves, so I kind of have to be more careful, and I really don't like being careful! Being careful is one of my least favorite things to do in these games. Well, as of late. You gotta be kidding me. Sure, let's go, use the gargoyle helmet. And I already saw this, so there's no need to view it again. Well, of course, I say I already saw it, but I don't. But I've already seen it because I've played through the game before. Alright, come on, land your head forward. That'd be nice. Come on. Give me good RNG. What is so hard to ask about that? Okay, I'm probably being way too risky. I dodged away there because I don't want to run the risk of dying. Oh. Whew. Okay, for a second I thought she was writing up another attack that she should have. Spelled disaster for me, to say the least. I think spelling disaster is a nice way to put it.
Greetings. I am... Thou art welcome any... Thou art welcome any...